Hey, better stars, awesome people, beautiful minds. This is another episode with me, Shakira Okewole of A Better Me, where we help stressed and startup entrepreneurs and maybe even aspiring entrepreneurs find their true identity so that they can grow their person and grow their business sustainably. Today, I'm going to be talking to us about mindset and money manifestation. I found a thing that success is almost 90% of your mindset. As against when people think that to be successful, you have to work hard, round the clock, you know, play hard. But I'm going to break that and I'm going to remind you that success is about 90% of your mindset. What are you thinking with your mind? What do you believe is possible for you? It's from that space of knowing what is possible for you that you take actions. And so, how then do you position yourself for what you truly want, for what you truly want to manifest in your business? I mean, we're in business, of course, to make money. And if you're thinking or talking about money, you need to also define what kind of money you want to make. And talking about that, you also want to recognize what your financial status is. At the moment, I want you to ask yourself, am I financially safe, secure, free, or abundant? Financial safety is a place where you want to be when you can, fend for your basic needs. Financial security is having a bit much more than that. And financial abundance is the ability for you to be able to afford anything and everything without having to think twice, without having to, worry so much about how much have you spent or how much have you taken. You have so much to cater for you and for maybe many generations after you. So you really need to define where you are at the moment and where you want to be. Knowing that, you would then be sure about what steps you need to take to get to where you want to be. It all starts from the identification of your present status and of the journey that is ahead of you and the works that needs to be done. Now I'll speak to you about the mindset. I remember when I was in my former business of design, you can see my beautiful flowers. I really wanted to show you this one. This is some of my beautiful works. So I styled flowers, I styled events for 10 years before I switched into coaching, where I started helping people with their mindset, with their mental health, and so that they can be in a business that aligns with their dreams. Not just take up business because they've been encouraged or they've been um um advised or yeah, maybe they've been encouraged to just start up something. You want to take up a business that aligns with your true purpose from the space of finding your own gift. If you run businesses from that space, it's usually sustainable, right? So when I was in the business of event designs, I knew something was missing. I just couldn't place it. I just couldn't identify it. Because whatever job that you do that stresses you so much, stresses you out so much, you also might need to think about what it is with the job. I enjoyed flowers. It's actually very therapeutic for me. I enjoy styling them. I love to see the beautiful things that, beautiful creativity that comes out of flower aesthetics. I love it. I enjoy it so much. However, I did large scale events up to thousands of people, which of course my ability, yeah, I would be honest, my ability was just, I would say, was okay for very intimate events. But yeah, when the big event comes, I usually also accept them. But it was wearing me out because I needed to also invest time, invest money. And that's one thing I would want to also say to people: whatever business you're doing, niche down, identify your strength, build more on that strength while let your weakness be. You want to also work on your weakness, but you want to focus more on your strength. Because if you keep working more on your weakness, or complaining about your weakness, you will weaken your strength. All right, and you will strengthen your weakness. So you also want to identify that. So one of my weaknesses was the fact that handling large scale events in terms of the number of people that we cater for was kind of a lot on me. It was a lot. And again, one of the times where I was trying to find my true identity, questions I asked myself was, what's the intention behind being in this business? And I didn't have a very clear intention around it. Except that, yeah, we had a family business, which was an event center, and I just wanted to pick up a business that complemented having an event center. And I felt, or I thought to myself that that's not genuine reason enough. So I had to sit down and ask questions around that. And when I questioned myself around that, the answers that came up didn't sit pretty with me. And so I started to walk another journey to wanting to find my true identity, my true self. And when I found out about that, especially about how my mind was, how I was always thinking about things that hasn't shown up, how I was always negative minded, how I allowed my pain body took over the way I made decisions, how I was always fearful about, oh my God, is this gonna work? Is this business the right business? Is how I was always fearful about so many other things. The fear of running into a loss is there. The fear of when you want to create your videos or when you want to showcase your works, and you're worried about how are you going to come across to people, what are they going to think about you, what are they going to say about your work, all those unnecessary fears that are not real were also there. And of course, also taking decisions was a thing that could have dragged me back, or that dragged me back in there, because I knew that there's some things I needed to start doing, but because I was doing too many works at the same time, it kind of pulled me back into taking the right decisions towards where I want to be. But when I got so stressed and I broke down into anxiety, depression, and even suicidal thoughts, when I got into that space and I recovered, I realized that every moment should be cherished. Every moment should be loved. Every moment should be beautiful. And when I was at that point, I decided to find my true self, my identity, who I truly am, how I can truly serve humanity genuinely. And I started answering questions about my identity, about my purpose, about my life's vision. I never really wrote down my life vision. I never really defined it. To be honest, I never really defined it. And the fulfillment that you want in life comes from a space of knowing who you are, having a vision for yourself, defining the plans, creating the activities that helps you get into the vision. That helps you get the vision, comes to realization, and also knowing what you want to do and what you want for yourself. All of these questions were left unanswered for quite a long time. And until I answered those questions, until I started taking actions that aligns with the answers, did I truly start finding fulfillment. One of it is this video I'm doing to reach out to people, to educate them so that they can transform their life. It's one of the things that is actually giving me joy at the moment. The inner peace is incomparable. I've never felt this in quite a long time, but when I started doing the business of coaching, speaking to people, public speaking, teaching, encouraging people, motivating them, when I started the business of coaching, oh my God, it's been beautiful. You can question that I'm in my first year, but forget about that. I know what I feel in terms of fulfillment. I feel so grand in myself, seeing people transform because I am encouraging them, motivating them, supporting them, being an accountability partner to them. That's amazing. Before I used to, like I usually say, before I was styling flowers, but now I'm helping people style their lives. I'm helping people, working on a journey of success with people, and I'm helping them get results. There is nothing that is more fulfilling to me than that. At the moment, there is nothing. So I want to tell you about the fact that the mindset was the thing that helped me here. I had to sit down and check the things that were running up on my mind, how I had seen myself, how I had not walked on the true part of me, how I had not identified who I truly am, how I'm not self-aware about what's possible for me. Everything was in a space of a mindset. So when I worked on mindset, when I worked on my mindset to find out about my true identity, what I enjoy, why I'm doing what I want to do, I started to put an intention behind every actions that I wanted to take, and now I would take that. And when I started working on the mindset, I started to do things that is, that makes me happy. And doing that, the more impact I created, the more money I can make. Greatness is determined by the number of people you can serve. Right? That's how we determine greatness. And the more you can impact, the more income you can get. So that's it for me. I just wanted to remind you that keep working on your mindset. Success is 90% of your mind. What you think is possible for you, how you've defined that, and how you're showing up for that. Again, money comes from a space of you identify your true purpose. Serve numbers and numbers and numbers of people with it. and start creating passive income if possible. And from there, you're going to generate wealth. And speaking about generational wealth, it's not just money at the moment, it's money that is sustainable. All right. And it's just not only about money as well. Generational wealth, the people in your circle, they are a database of wealth for you. The people who you can call and they would answer to you, they are a database of wealth to you as well. So that's it for this week. Speaking about mindset, speaking about money, speaking about generational wealth. I'll catch up with you next week again. And don't forget to follow my Instagram handle at abetterme1906. At abetterme1906. And if you wish to send me an email as a stressed entrepreneur or as a startup or aspiring entrepreneurs, send me an email to connect at abetterme1906.com. Again, connect at abetterme1906.com, and I will be more than happy to walk you on the journey of success. So if you're struggling, you're stressed, you want to start up a business, or you already start up and you want to keep going with the right mindset to manifest generational wealth, then I am your go-to person at A Better Me. Click on the link around this bio and you will be able to join my you have to follow me on Instagram. Otherwise, I did mention that my handle is at A Better Me.